Well, good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Triolo, and the purpose of this video today is to start talking to you about scheduling and student requests. This is the time of year where we start to have class meetings down in the new auditorium where we bring you in and we discuss the whole scheduling process with you because that's extremely important. It's extremely important for us to build a good schedule to have in the building for next school year, and it's important for you to make sure you individually have the schedule that you need to handle your academic needs and wants for next school year. So because we don't have the opportunity to have those class meetings and specifically tailor the message to each individual class, we thought we'd make this video and talk about, all the important things that you need to know in order to get your student requests in and us to get the scheduling process underway. So we put together a little PowerPoint for you that I'm going to get started. I'm not going to share the PowerPoint. I'm going to hit present. So I'm going to get this thing started, and Mr. Soul is going to take over for me about halfway. All right. So the most important things that I want to talk to you about today is, the importance of student course requests, your graduation requirements, and new courses. Now, at the beginning of every year, we have class meetings again, and we talk about you owning your learning. This is a part of this process. When you do your student requests, you have resources, you have your school counselors, you have your teachers, you've got your assistant principals, you have myself, you've got your parents. But really, the person that should care the most about this is you. Okay, it's you. And your requests are important because once they're in there, that's what we're going to utilize to build our master schedule. The schedule that you get given is going to be based off of the requests that you put in. Not every student gets all the classes that they request. But I can tell you, if there's a class that you want and you don't request it, the chances of you getting it become smaller and smaller. So make sure you take this extremely seriously. And part of this is knowing the credit requirements that you need. Now, this is a breakdown of all of our classes that are watching this right now. Our class of 2022, 23, 24, and 25. Talking to you, eighth graders, you're going to be seeing this at some point too. Class of 2022, you need 25 credits in order to graduate Pleasant Valley High School, and those credits need to fall into these academic categories. For the classes of 2023 to 25, you need 26 credits to graduate from Pleasant Valley High School, and your credits need to fall into these academic categories. That's the easy part of it. Now, the more interesting part is when you need to look in your program of studies and figure out what courses are offered in each academic area, and figuring out which class is best for you, which classes you have to take, which classes are optional, which classes are best for you. That's where you need to do a little bit of homework, and then utilize your counselors in those meetings you're going to have with them as well that we'll talk about a little bit later, okay? But this is your guide right here. This is what you need in order to graduate Pleasant Valley High School. And I can make it even simpler for you. Every year you have the opportunity to take 7 credits. You take those 7 credits, you pass those 7 credits, you're on track to graduate. It's that simple. If you failed a class, or if you are currently failing a class, then you subtract that credit or those credits. If you've never made it up, then you subtract those credits from your overall number, and then you just do the math. Are you on track to get the 25 or 26 credits by the time you graduate? That's the easy part of all this. I do want to talk about some new courses with you. We do have some new courses we're offering next year, one of them being Algebra 3. This was the first year that we required all of our students to take 4 math classes. And we thought Algebra 3 would be a very good course to introduce next year for students to take as that 4th math course. Algebra 3 falls in the line of, if you took Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, well, then Algebra 3 could be that 4th course for you. Some students choose to get into courses like trigonometry or probability and statistics. Some students choose to take some of our AP math courses. Those are more challenging math courses. Not to say that Algebra 3 isn't challenging, it is. It's just a different level of challenge. So Algebra 3 is a new math course that we're offering for all of our students, primarily seniors. I could see some underclassmen taking this class as well, but it's just another math course to take to help with getting that 4th math requirement. Now, one thing we introduced into our school last year was our Project Lead the Way program, and this is something we're very excited about. Project Lead the Way is a hands-on interactive learning experience that you have, and there's 3 pathways with it. There's the engineering pathway, there's the computer science pathway, and there's the biomedical pathway. We introduced this last year. In the engineering pathway, the first class that we had was Introduction to Engineering Design. This year, we introduced Principles of Engineering, and for those students that took those 2 courses and want to take the 3rd course next year, that would be Aerospace Engineering. We welcome any student to get into Project Lead the Way next year. If you haven't taken any courses yet in the engineering pathway and you're interested, well, then you'll sign up for the Introduction to Engineering Design course. If you took the Intro to Engineering Design course this year, then get yourself in the Principles of Engineering course next year. But we're welcoming students to get into these classes. They're outstanding. We're going to post videos to show what the Project Lead the Way program offers, along with this video on our high school website, so please check them out. And again, we're very excited about our Project Lead the Way program. Our computer science pathway, last year we offered computer science essentials, and every single student that took it was a senior. So this year we didn't need to offer that secondary course because there was no students to take the second course. But this year we have some underclassmen in the computer science essentials class, so we can offer computer science A next year. So that's our new course in the computer science pathway. This year in the biomedical science pathway, we offered for the first time Principles of Biomedical Science. That was this year. That class was very popular, very successful. We have a lot of students in there. So we know that there's going to be a lot of you that are going to take that secondary course called the Human Body System. So again, those are our 3 Project Lead the Way pathways, and we are excited to have them here at Pleasant Valley High School. What I'm going to do now is turn this over to Mr. Sodal, and Mr. Sodal is going to go over with you how to get your requests into the Home Access Center. So, Mr. Sodal, take it away, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Triolo. Hello, everyone. So I'm just going to walk everybody through how to actually submit your course requests through the Home Access Center. Many of you are probably familiar with this process, so hopefully this is just a review for you. But if you are new or haven't done this on your own before, please pay attention, and I'll show you how to make sure you can get it done. So as you can see here, the first place to start is pvbears.org, the district website. I have that circled in red. And then you're going to click the Parents tab, which I also have circled in red right here. When the Parents tab is clicked, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. And I've circled over here on the left, there is a list of resources. And the third one down, there is the Home Access Center, or HAC, as we like to call it. This is how you can log in and see all of your information that is specific to you as a student or for parents for your children. So when you click the Home Access Center, it'll take you to this login page. And on the login page, you'll need to enter your HAC username and password and click the Sign In button. Once you click Sign In, you'll see a page with these different tabs on the top. And from the HAC home screen, you're going to want to click the Classes tab. That Classes tab will then contain 3 other tabs, classwork, schedule, and requests. And here's where you're going to need to go to submit your course requests for next school year. And please note that you should see that it will say the 21-22 school year. We are currently in the 2020-21 school year. So these are requests for next school year. Your grade level will actually be, 1 grade beyond what you are right now, what you're going to be next school year. So if you see that, don't be alarmed. Underneath there, you'll see all the different departments that we have in which you can find your courses. So how do we schedule our course requests? From that Requests tab, you'll see the course request heading, and you can browse the list of academic departments and choose the ones you want to schedule your courses in. You'll click the Edit button that is to the right of the department name, and then a list of all of the different course offerings in that department will appear in another window. To select a specific course, click the Request box next to that course's name, And then after selecting the courses you wish to select in that department, you click the Save button in the upper right-hand corner. This next slide has a more zoomed in view of a department window. This is for an English department. You can see all the different English courses that are offered. This is tailored to what's available to you at your specific grade level. Notice the student is a 11th grader, so you're going to be an 11th grader. So English 11 is the offering, although sometimes we do have 11th graders take English 10. So the different grade levels, your different appropriate courses will be listed. Select the courses that you would like to request. Notice the total number of requested credits is shown up here at the top. And once you're satisfied with the courses you want to request, click Save. And then that will bring you back to the overall list of all the departments, the overall requests tab. And notice that the total departmental requests will show in the overall request tab. So here's the English. I picked English 11 in theater. I have 1.5 credits selected in the English department. Now I can move on to other departments, perhaps the math department to pick my math class, science class, social studies, etc. And then notice here at the bottom, the total number of credits from all the departments requested will calculate here. Right now it says 1.5 because I've only requested 1.5 credits in English. The total number I'm looking for and you're looking for is 7. That's the maximum number of credits that can be requested in a school year here at Pleasant Valley. So there are a few exceptions, some special programs that we offer here that may not follow the typical needing of 7 credits or our typical courses here in the building. The first and most popular of which is MCTI. We have many students that travel up to MCTI to take advantage of their programs there. We're glad to offer those. Students that are interested in MCTI, especially if you're going to be going there for the first time, need to submit applications for MCTI. They can only accept a certain amount of students. Those applications are due by the last day of February to our guidance office here at Pleasant Valley. Any incoming 9th graders, so current 8th graders, incoming 9th grade students that are interested in MCTI need to submit an application, but you also, when you're doing your course requests, you're not going to know if you've been accepted to MCTI yet. So you still need to request 7 building credits, and the MCTI will be placed on your schedule after the applications are reviewed and if you are accepted. Our upperclassmen, our 10th, 11th, and 12th grade MCTI students should request their shop as well as your building courses for a total of 6.5 credits, not 7. Your MCTI shop counts for 3.5 credits. Your Pleasant Valley courses count for 3.0 credits. And the way this all totals up overall is accounted for in our program of studies in the slide that Mr. Trollo showed earlier. There will be the MCTI review selection meeting is held in early March. So that is when students will find out if they are accepted into MCTI. Mr. Mullen, our MCTI counselor, will meet with those 8th graders that have been selected later in this year at the middle school to assist them with their MCTI entries. And we will also be posting an MCTI sort of request guide for each grade level on a website so that you can get some reminders and suggestions on which courses, in addition to your shop, you should be requesting. Some other general reminders about submitting course requests. Remember, it's found under the Classes tab of your HAC. Remember to follow the course requirements from the program of studies so you can determine what your next course should be. If I'm in Algebra 1 this year, what class should I take next year? If I'm in Earth and the Environment, etc. What grade level am I in? You should be requesting a total of 7 credits. That goes for almost all of our students, especially students that are here in the building. Just those MCTI upperclassmen would be an exception. Also remember, those of you that are in Pleasant Valley Cyber Academy that may be thinking about coming back to the school next year, we would like you to request your building courses as well. So you should still be submitting a full 7 credits for building classes if you are planning on coming back to Pleasant Valley High School brick and mortar next year. Just a quick note on student interested in diversified occupations and dual enrollment. These are just for our 12th graders. You still should request a full 7 credits building schedule. These course options are something that are not requested and you need to again apply for and be accepted into based on your credentials, that will be added to your schedule later in the school year after meeting with your school counselor. Another reminder, the Project Lead the Way courses are found under the No Department section. Even though these courses count for credits, they are not found under any particular department, so they are under the No Department section. Your school counselors, they will meet with every one of their students to review their course requests. However, this will take quite a while for them to do that. They will not be meeting with everyone, next week. So it is important that you submit your requests, as best you can. And if there are any, things that need to be updated, changed, and so forth, if you apply to get into an honors course, etc., when your counselor schedules your meeting over the month of February into the month of March, they will review that with you and can make any updates that are needed to your requests and to your schedule. It just another reminder that the counselors do begin with your 11th graders who are going to be becoming seniors first, and they work their way through the other grade levels in terms of meeting with their students. So if you do have any questions, you can reach out to your counselors, but if it's something that's not pressing, you can wait for the meeting that they will be having with you over the next month. We are asking that students please submit your requests by January 22nd. Friday, January 22nd. We would need to have all request information in. If they're not in by then, we will be reaching out to you to see why and to get you to submit your course requests. And the reason for them to get in so soon, one of the reasons is we would like to be able to have preliminary schedules for students by the end of May, around May 24th, so that they can see what courses they have been scheduled into for the next school year. One other reminder that I have for students, you should know who your counselors are, but especially, if you are relatively new to the district, and I know their alphabets change from time to time, here is the breakdown of our school counselors and the student last names that are on their caseload. So you can read here, Miss Lambert, Miss Murphy, Mr. Morgan, Miss Fallon, Mr. Mullen, and if you are in those last name ranges, they would be your school counselor. Except for MCTI. If you're an MCTI student, no matter what your last name is, Mr. Mullen is your school counselor. So these would be those individuals who will be meeting with you throughout the month of February into March to make sure that you have the proper courses requested for the next school year. So that's it for me in scheduling course requests. I believe Mr. Trollo wants to pop back on here and close this presentation out. So thank you for your time.
Thanks, Mr. Sodal. So how do we get to our program of studies? That's important for you to see all the classes that we offer. So let me show you that right now. What you'll do is you need to go to the district website. Once you are on the district website, Pleasant Valley School District, you want to then go to the high school. And of course, this screen is in my way. I'm going to move it back down here, and you're going to choose the high school. Once you're in the high school, you're going to go to our school, and then you'll see, you just scroll down and it says PVHS Program of Studies for the 2021-2022 school year. And once you click on that, this is our entire program of studies and all the courses that we offer next school year, and also some very good information in here that I think everyone should read up on and make sure they're aware of. Okay. One of the key things that Mr. Sodal just discussed with you was January 22nd. That is the date that we want to see all of our students get their requests in by. This is not a difficult process. You should take some time and take this seriously. It will take you some time, but again, it's not going to take you boatloads of time. But take this seriously, get this done, get it in by January 22nd. So we're not calling you at your home. We're not pulling you out of class if we get back to school here in a timely fashion. All right. I want to thank everybody for their time today, and we will hopefully be seeing all of you very soon.